Hello everyone, good evening. We'll start. Good evening everyone. I'm your trainer Rahul Chheda and I'll be sharing a file on the chat box. That first we are going to use it and then we'll be doing more topics. So I'll just share that file in the chat box. So I've uploaded the file in the chat box. This is the file first we're going to use. So people who can download this file can use this with me. So I'll open the file and share it on the screen right now. So let's send it to everyone. In the chat box, you'll be able to see that file. So in this file, I have put certain slides which is having the data, and we are going to use this data and create charts. So in the insert tab, we had one more option which is related to creating charts in PowerPoint. Very simple method, very easy to create charts. So the first chart which we're going to create is the column chart. We have this data over here, and using this data, we're going to create the chart. Very simple method is there. Whenever you want to create a chart, very important is that the data which you want to use for creating the chart has to be ready, and it should be in a format. And the data which you use for creating the chart, it should be as simple as possible, and small table is essential. If it's a too large table, the chart can be created, but would be difficult to format and work with the chart. Very difficult. It becomes more and more complex as there is more and more data to create the chart. So we can keep it as simple as possible. So once we have this data in this slide, what we'll do is we're going to select this data. So we'll select this data, copy this data by pressing Ctrl+C on the keyboard, and then click outside. And then we're going to click on insert and go to insert, and the illustration section, you will see charts. So click on chart. You will see the column chart is there. Click on the column chart, click OK. As you click OK, you will see the section here, the data sheet option will be available. So this is the preset data. By default, it is showing here. We want to replace that with our data. So we had copied already. So we select this first cell, which is A1 here, and we press Ctrl+V, or you can also right click and select the option match destination formatting. So it will come in the proper format. I'll repeat these steps. everyone can have a look at it. So I'll just delete this. First step is select these data. We are going to create the column chart. We are having this simple data, which is called sales data. And we are having the data for 3 years, and we have these different brands. For that, we have the sales values. So first step is to select this, then press on a keyboard Control C, then go to insert. In the insert, you will see illustrations group. There you will see chart. Click on chart, and insert chart box is going to open. Here you will see clustered column chart. Select this chart and click OK. As you click OK, you will see the demo chart will be there, as well as the data sheet will be here. So when you click on the data sheet, you are able to put the data here. So we'll select this first cell and then right click on it and select match destination formatting. So exactly over that place, we replace that data which was earlier here in this sheet. And then once we have done that, we just close this box. So I see the chart is ready, and you can resize this chart by using these dots which are available here. You can move the chart. So whenever you want to move the chart, on the edge of the chart, you can see this four-headed arrow will come when my mouse cursor is there. I can just left click and then move the chart. Very easy to manage the chart. So we have these brand wise 3 years data, which is visible here. On the colors represent each of the years which are there. So we don't see that which color represents, that is at the bottom here. So you can see that legends are here. 2017 is blue color, 2018 is orange, 2019 is gray color. And if you want to see the values also, then we can also do that by formatting the chart. We have variety of options here to format the chart and make the chart more creative and visually more appealing. So once we click on the chart, at the top you will see chart design, and the another option you will see format. So we can first look at the chart design, which is here, and you will see chart styles, and there is a small button here which is called more button. When you click on it, you will see ready-made chart styles which are available. So I can select out of these different options of the charts which are there. Just you have to select it and click, and that will be added to the chart which is below. So any design whichever you like, you can select it. So I'll just select this one where it shows me the values also which are above my each bar which is there. So very simple way to select the charts and apply the styles which are there. Now, any chart you are working with, each of the chart has different parts to it. These parts are also called as chart elements, like your chart title, your legends, and then these bars which are there, these are called data series. Then you have these axis values, which are the brand 1, 2, 3, 4. And also we had on the values on the y-axis, which are now not there because of this particular design which we have chosen. It has removed that. But yes, if you want to add those values, you can definitely add. Since the numbers are added here, that's why those axis values are removed. But yes, if I want to add them, I can do that by going on the corner of the chart, top side, you will see a plus sign. This plus sign is called the chart elements. So when you click on the chart elements plus sign, you will see these options will come, and you have all these different options available. So you can see axis titles. These are axis titles which you can give the name that what is the values which are there on the y-axis and x-axis, so that you can mention it. So the text boxes will have axis titles. There you can mention it. And you can also come down, you have data table. If you want to add the tables, you can add that as well. That is also possible. So in this style, what we have chosen, it does not allow me to show the axis which are there. But let's say if I change this, you can see the axis options also are visible. As you can change the style, you will see all the options. So I can see both numbers as well as the axis value which are there in the vertical y-axis. As well as whenever you want to rename the chart title, this is the text box. You can just select the text inside this, and you can show the, you can rename the title as sales data. Very simple ways to manage the chart as well. So everyone try this, take a few minutes on this and try these creating the column chart. Once you have completed this, creating the column chart, just put done in the chat box. Then we'll do the next step. After this, here we'll see more options related to working with the charts, and also we'll create more and more charts which are there. So before we go and create more other charts, few more options related to chart formatting that we see. So as I said that in any chart which you create, the different elements which are there, like you have the title, you have the series, you have the data labels. These numbers which are there above the bar, they are called data labels. And you have the axis values, which is on the y-axis. You have the axis values, which are on the x-axis. You have these legends which are there. So all these are elements which are available. When you are want to format any of the elements, you can use the above option, that is chart designs. In that you will see on the left side, there is add chart elements. The same option which we saw on the chart, that is the plus sign, the same option available here, but little more in detail, separate options available here. So axis, it shows you the primary, horizontal, vertical. Already these options are active, so that can be switched on and off by using that. Axis titles, then chart titles, above, center, you can use that options. Data labels, you will see center, inside, inside base, outside, data callout. So many options available. You can choose out of that as well. Then you have data table with legend keys, no legends. You can choose legends on the right, top, left, bottom. These options are there, very handy options to work with. Now on the same chart, if you want to add a trend line, you can definitely use that as well. You can use the linear trend line option. As you click on that, it will ask you that for which year you want to add a trend line. So let's say I want to add a trend line related to the year 2018. So I'll select that and I can click OK. So you can see that for the year 2018, that's the dotted line which is added here. That's my trend line which is there. And here in the legends also, it will show you that the trend line is added for which year. So it becomes easy for you to identify that the trend line is added for which year. That is inside the chart. Add chart elements, you will see trend line option. And from that, you can select that as well. There are other options also, exponential trend line, linear forecast, and moving averages. If you are really good at these statistical options, you can definitely use them and utilize for the data analysis purposes. So these are really interesting options to work with. Then you also have the option of changing colors by using the change color option. There are color palettes which are there, and you can just select them. Inside that also you see all these different options available. So as you choose these options, you will see accordingly the colors change into your chart as well. So easy way to select the color options. Just click and the color combination of the chart changes. But let's say if you are not looking at changing the colors like this, then you can definitely select each of the bars which are there. So just click on one bar related to that particular series. All of them would be selected. You can just right click on it, and here you will see fill color option. You can select another color as well to change the color of that. So very simple way also to add manual coloring also. That is also possible here to do it. Then we have an option called quick layout. So when you select this, there are ready-made layout options. From that also you can choose. And it is similar to your chart design. So whichever type of layout you want, you can do that. So that's the quick layout what we have. Now we come to the next slide and we see how to create another type of chart. So we click on this second slide and we see here we have the years and we have the sales figures and we have the growth percentage. So we are going to create a combination chart wherein one would be your column chart and the second would be your growth percentages. And that growth percentages would be in the form of a line chart. So we'll select the entire data. First step to select this, Control C to copy this. After we copy, we go to insert and then we select the chart. And here at the left side bottom, you see combo chart option. You see combo chart option, just click on the combo chart and you will see the combo chart is here and it shows us the series that how it would be. And here in the series, there are 3 series options which it is showing to us. Let's first click OK and see what it is going to display for us. So let's click OK. So as I do that, it is showing me 3 series options, no problem at all, that will exist it. But before that, what we do is in the worksheet here, we just click on the first cell A1, right click on it and select match destination formatting, paste options, match destination formatting. So your data will be pasted here. You can see that only the series 3 which is there, that is not required to us. So you click on the alphabet D here, that's the column D, right click on it and select delete. So that series get deleted. Now we only have the series what we require. After this, we close the box and you see that only the bars are visible. The orange one is there, but they are very small here because both are in the column chart format itself. I need to change that second series into my line chart. So after selecting the chart, in the chart design, I'll go and select the change chart type. So when I select the change chart type, right now by default, it has gone to column chart. So we'll reselect the combo option. And here you will see the first sales figures are in cluster column and the second one is in the growth one. That is the line chart. So then to review that chart, which is there, one column and the second one line, what I also do is when you click here, it does not show any impact here, any change. So to see my line chart visible, what I'll do is I'll click it on the secondary axis. As I click the secondary axis, it will show me all the line chart which is there created on it. The reason behind this is because if I did not select the secondary axis, my values related to the growth were in terms of percentages, and the clustered values which were there, they were in the normal integer numbers. So because of that, I was not able to see them in a proper line chart format. So since we had selected this, now both are different axes altogether, and we can see them both together. So now we'll click here OK, and you can see the line chart and the column chart both for different axes and for the common years which are there. Now, only one thing which we require to do here is to make these decimal places into the percentages. So before we go ahead, first everyone should complete till here. I'll repeat these steps till here one more time so that you can also complete it till here. So I'll just delete the chart one more time. And first we select all these data here. Control C to copy this. Then go to insert. And then you'll select the chart. Select combo chart. And click OK. So you'll see the chart is here. And what we're going to do here is we are just going to click the first cell, that is A1, right click on this and select match destination formatting. And we'll remove this column D, right click on column D and delete. After doing this, we'll close this box and then click on the chart and select change chart type. And then I'll select combo. And in here, I'm going to select the secondary axis so that I can view the line chart and then click OK. So I will see the chart here. I'll just adjust this size of my chart. Now, till here, we have done this. So this is our combo chart. I'll just remove the title. If I don't require the title, I can just select the text box and then press delete so that title can be removed. I want to convert these decimal values into percentage. So first we click on that. So the all values are selected. Right click on this and then you select format axis. Right click on it and select format axis. Once you do that, as you scroll down these values, you will see in here we have number. In the number, you will see categories general, which will select it and select percentage. As you select percentage, you will see the axis values convert itself into percentage. And I'll remove the decimal place. We don't require it. Keep it as 0. and enter. So now only the percentage values which are there, they are in percentages without decimals. So what you do is you click on the values here of the secondary axis, right click on it, select format axis. As you do that, on the right side, you see axis options, and you have to scroll these values here, and you will see number options here. Just click on the expand button here, and you will see category option. From the drop down, you will choose percentage. As you choose percentage, and then change the decimal values to 0, type in 0 there, remove 2 and type 0, then press enter. You will see the axis values, convert them to the percentage. Also, these numbers are too small. If I want to increase the size of it, I can do it all together. All the values which are seen here, the text can be increased. Click on the outline of the chart, then go to Home tab, and here you have the font options. You can click and select the size. You can easily increase the size of the fonts from here. Also, you can apply bold if you want. You can apply effects if you want. Very easy way to do it for all at once. So everyone do till here. Once you have done this, you can just put done in the chat box. Everyone is able to create this chart. If anyone has any questions, queries related to this, you can ask. You can post your questions into the chat box. How to add slides? Slides, simple way. You can just select where you want to add these slides. You have the new slide option. You can just select what kind of layout you want and just click on that. Let's say I want the blank slide, so I can just click on the blank slide. That slide will get added. If you want to delete the slide, you can just select the slide, right click on it, and you can just select the delete slide option. So slide will get deleted. Let's create the next chart. It's a very simple chart, pie chart, and very much used in terms of creating the visualization charts. Pie chart is one of the favorites after the column chart. So here we have the simple data of sales quarter wise. So we select this data and Control C to copy this. Go to insert and we select charts. From this box, we select pie chart. You have two options. One is the 2D chart. You can select that, or you can select the 3D pie as well. Let's select 3D pie and click OK. You will get this Excel sheet here. We'll first select the cell A1, right click on this, and then paste options, select match destination formatting. Once it is done, we close this worksheet and you can see the pie chart is ready. I'll resize this. And what I now required is I want to see the values which are there for each of the pies. So then click on this plus sign, which is chart elements, and select data labels. Click on the chart elements, select data labels. You will see those values over there. But these are numbers. These are numbers. I don't want to see these numbers. What I require is I want to see them into percentages. I want to see them into percentage. So what I'll do is, since I clicked on one of the values here, and when I select one value, all the values are selected together, then right click on it and select format data labels. Right click on the number, select format data labels. On the right side, you will see label options. On the right side, you will see label options where value is already selected and show leader lines is already selected. Now what I require is a percentage. So there is a percentage option. I select that checkbox. I don't require the values now. I just require the percentage. So now I will unselect value. And I require the names which are there, quarter 1, 2, 3 that I require. So I select the category names. So that first quarter, second quarter, fourth quarter will come. As well as I want to also mention those colors for each pie which are there, which are also called as legend key. So you have the legend key option. So click on the legend key. So those colors will be there. And after that, these values which are there, I want to put them outside the pie. So here, when you scroll down the label options, you see the label positions. From that, you can choose outside end, and these will come outside the pie. I repeat the entire process. So I delete this, select the data, go to insert, select charts. Before selecting, going to the charts, you need to copy also. So Control C to copy, then select insert charts, then select pie. From here, you select the 3D pie and click OK. Here you will see the sheet available. In the sheet, we are going to paste it. So we select the cell A1, right click on this and select match destination formatting. So the data is pasted. Now we close this and my pie chart is ready. Next thing I require, I want to add the data labels. So click on the chart elements and select data labels. You will see the numbers will be there. Select the number, right click on it, select format data labels. On the right side, you will see the data label options and select percentage and unselect value. Select category names and select legend key and select outside end. And also I want to increase the font size. So I'll go to Home tab and increase the font size. and also make it bold. So this is how what we have added. Now the bottom here, we have these legend keys. We select that and just delete it to remove that, because already we have the legend keys here on this near to every value. So we don't require a separate legend key options. So everyone do this. Once you have completed creating the pie chart, you can put done in the chat box. If you have any questions, you can post in the chat box. Done, everyone. Are you able to create this pie chart? So after this chart, you're going to create the next chart. We'll go to the next slide, and here we're going to create a chart which is called as waterfall chart. In here, there are two different ways we are going to look at this. So one chart, in the first chart which we are going to create, here we have this data which is starting from a position that is from 2017, the values are starting, and they are getting at the end, the last option which is there, that is a total, it becomes the total of the above values. So here the inflow of the amount which is there, either less or more, the entire values are plotted into the waterfall chart. And the second type which we are going to create in the waterfall chart, where it will show the inflow and outflow of money, positive and negative values, and the entire structure of the chart which comes, it looks like waterfall. So that's why it is called as a waterfall chart. So we'll see how both these charts look like. Let's see this first. We select this data, Control C to copy this, and then you go to insert charts, and we select the waterfall chart, which is here at the bottom, third last. You see this waterfall chart. Click OK. And here we are going to click on the cell A1 and right click and paste options, match destination formatting. So pasted the data here, but if you look at, there are additional rows which are having the data that we need to adjust. So we'll select these rows from row number 6 to 9 and then right click and delete it. So we only have our values related to the option what we have. Then we close this box. Now you'll see here my first value which is there. It is the value which starts here. But you can see it is also not showing me that first value. It is showing me 4407. So then I need to correct this by going back to the option which is called select data. When I click on select data, when I click on in the chart here, then I go to select data option. Sorry, everyone, got disconnected. I'll just share my screen. Here. So I'll repeat the steps of this chart. So we'll just delete this. First, we select this data. Control C to copy this. And then we go to insert, charts. And in charts, we'll select waterfall. Click OK. So we get this chart over here and the values to be pasted here that we get it. So we select the first cell and say match destination formatting in the paste options. Rest, we remove all these other rows which are there. Delete, right click and delete. And you can close this. Once that is done, then I need to set this because it is directly selecting from that first value which is there. So what I require is that to go and click on the select data option. I'll restart this. Some error is happening due to which that is getting closed multiple times. So I'll just avoid that right now and we'll move ahead and do the next chart because that's creating a problem. So let's select this data and select copy it, and then I go to insert and charts and selecting the waterfall chart, click OK. Now here, then I go to this sheet which is here and right click, paste options, match destination formatting. All the data is pasted over here and then click close to this box. Now here all these is fluctuating. Now we need to set this up. You will see that it is still showing me all these values. So from starting, one thing which is missing is my opening value which is there. Now that I need to set. So here we need to select the select data option, but I doubt if I reselect this, it may create one more problem and my system may got shut down. So right now I'm just avoiding this select data for some time and we'll come back to this part once we do some more charts. So I'm not taking that risk of just going back to that option. So otherwise it will close the application and it will log me off from the Zoom application. So I'm just avoiding that for right now. The only thing is I require to select the values which are missing, that is the opening and the closing part. So we'll come back to this. Before that, we go to the next slide, which is slide 6. And here we are going to create a very simple chart, which is called as a funnel chart. And that is a very simple but interesting chart to work with. So this is the data what we want to use in the funnel. So we select all this data, Control C, insert and charts. And here we have the funnel chart. So we click on the funnel chart and click OK. So here I get the funnel chart values sheet and right click on this and I'm going to paste the data and my funnel chart gets ready. Just close it. Simple options to create this chart. Just once we replace the values and you get the data. So from the highest to the lowest value, the funnel chart is there and we can describe this chart for these kind of values which are there. Where you have descending order values, you can use the funnel chart very effectively to describe those values. So here we have prospects, that these many prospects. This is basically a chart for the salespeople. So they have prospected 500 customers and from that they have qualified 425 and then they look at more in depth to the data that there are 200 customers who require their product and services. So they have done that need analysis and they found out that there are 200 customers which can be sold their product and services. Then they have sent price and codes to the customers who have asked them for the quotes. So they are 150 and then the negotiations happened with the 100 and the final close value comes to the 90. So I'm just avoiding that to select data option because it closes the things, because we can select that missing values with that. So we have done this charts part and a lot of different options available to create different kinds of charts depending on the required charts. You can use this way. These steps are simple. Your data has to be there ready on the sheet and then you can just paste it into the sheet and your chart is corrected and cleared. So once that is done, then you can present this as well. So let's add a new file I'll save this file and close. So you can also save the file and close it. And I'll open a new file. So we are going to look at something which is related to the insert options. And in the insert options, I can also add videos to my PowerPoint presentation. So I'll select a blank format, and in the insert, I have on the right side the video option. So here from the device, if you have any video, you can add it, or you can use the stock videos. If you are having a subscription, you will see this option of stock videos. So we can choose that stock videos. So here there would be very, very small videos which are available in this. You can choose them, just select it and click on insert. So that video gets added to your slide. It becomes to the part of your slide. So I can just click on it, the play which is there button, and the video gets started. This video is without any sound. It's just a normal video. Very simple way to add the video. Just go to insert and you can choose the video option. If you have any video on the device, you can choose from there, or you can use the stock videos, which is available for the subscription version that you can do. And the other part is the online video. So for that, what we do is there's one step. So I'll just add one more slide. Then the first thing what is required is you will go to your browser and you will search on the Google Chrome, or maybe you can go to a YouTube. So online videos is to add a link onto that page which is there, and then it will allow you to look at the videos. So let's select one video from here. Once I choose the video, the next thing what I do is I just select the link from here, copy the link, then go to my PowerPoint, and in the PowerPoint here, then you go to insert. In the insert, you will see the video option, and here you will see online videos. So click on that. The box will open. In this box, it will ask you to paste the link over here. So there are so many options available here to paste the link, like YouTube link, a SlideShare link, Vimeo link, streams, and flip. These are the only option which you can paste it. So I'll paste the link, Control V to paste here, and that will paste here. As you paste it, it will start processing and it will show you that sample of that here, the preview, the thumbnail which is there of the video, it will show you here. Once that is done, you can just click on insert. Once you do that, a small thumbnail will be here. You just need to increase the size of this. This is done, and you can do the slideshow by clicking on this option. So it will ask, the PowerPoint has detected that your graphics card may not be configured. Oh, there's an error. Okay. So I can just click here and it will start playing now, and it has to be connected with the internet. So it has to be connected to the internet and then it starts playing. So these are the ways you can see that how the video can be inserted. Either you have a video which can be directly inserted, or a link that can be inserted directly. I'll add one more slide. I can also add only music to my PowerPoint presentation. So insert, and I have the audio option. I can use audio on my PC, and I can select the audio and click on insert. So a speaker icon will come and this is the audio which gets added. So you can play it. So the audio will be placed here. And once you have selected the speaker option, at the top, you will see playback options. You can choose click in sequence. That is when you click, then only the audio starts playing. But if you want to play this audio across all the slides which are there, then you can choose the option play in background. Once you click that, once you start the slideshow, the music will start. So this is also one way you can work with the audio also. So these are some very simple options to work with. But the only thing is you cannot edit the audio or video. You cannot cut them. You can just trim it if you want. Like, let's say in the video here, if I want to just show some part of it, I can trim that by going to the playback option. And here I have the trim video option. So it does not delete any part of the video. Just I can use these handles and only some part of the video is visible. Only which will be there between these two handles. That much part of the video is visible. So once I click OK and then click on play, only that part of the video will be visible, not everything. So that's the trim option. If I want to work, bring back to the original, I can go back to the trim option and I can move this handle back to the original position, which was it, and it will come back to the normal. You can just click OK and that will come back to the normal position. Which option you are asking about? The video trim option? Zuhair, are you asking about the video trim option? Yes. So for trimming, you just need to select the video and in the playback, you will see the trim video option. So as you click on that, the original video which is there, it does not get deleted. You can just use this handle, both sides, you can just bring it. So wherever the video you want to show, that part only will be visible, which is between these two handles. So once you click OK, only that much part of the video will play when you play it. So once you use the trim, only that much part of the video which will be shown. So that's why we can use the trim option to show a particular part only in that video, not the entire video. Let's add one more slide. So we have seen these inserting videos, audios, simple ways to add all these media into your presentation and make it more attractive and creative. Now we will look at some more things. What is disabled, Preeti? By photo is so you should require to select the video first. Once you select the video, then only that trim option will get activated. If you are not selecting the option, the video or the object, then those option will not get activated. So to use that option of trim, you need to select the video. So once you select it, when you go to playback, then only the trim video or audio option will be activated. So Office 365 version is a paid version. It is not free, or it is a paid version. But if you are a student, if you have a college email ID, you can get a free version of Office 365. That is a student version. You can take it if you are a student. For professionals, we need to buy the Office 365 version from the Microsoft website. So this is how these options, what are there, we can use them. Now let's look at something really very different. So I'm opening a new file. I'll just close this and start a new file. We're going to work on a very interesting thing, that is creating the theme. So I'll open a new PowerPoint file. And what we want to do here is, now we want to create a theme for our own use. And once you create a theme, you can reuse it multiple times. So we'll create a simple basic theme of few of the slides, and then we'll apply the theme and we'll see how it can be used multiple times. So first of all, we require a blank presentation file. After that, we will go to View tab. In the View tab, you will see Slide Master. So click on the Slide Master. In the Slide Master, you will see on the left side, there is the Slide Masters available. Wherein as you scroll it, the first slide, that's the main master slide. That's the main master slide. And the rest of are the sub master slides. They are having different layouts, which are the standard layouts available. On each of these layouts, you can put your own creativity and create the different styles for each of the slides which are available. Not necessary that you need to create styles for all of them. You can have few selected layouts. On that, you can create your own slides. So each of them, we want to add a good layout and design for each of these slides. So we can do that. Once we select this, the first thing what I would like to do here is, I want to set a color scheme on this entire presentation what I use. So here in the slide master, I have the color options. So I select the color scheme. You see there are so many different color schemes available. You can choose any of them. I'll choose, let's say, green, yellow. You can anytime change that color scheme if you don't like it. But right now we are not able to see any other changes here because there is no colors applied at this point. So just selecting one particular color scheme. Then you can also select a particular font from this list. So it becomes a standard font style from the entire presentation which you are going to create it. So either you can do it from here, selecting a standard format, or you can also select any other style manually from it. So let's say I'm selecting this. This will be applied for the entire presentation. So any slide layout you will see everywhere, the same style will be applied. So then I don't take any other thoughts to change the font style in every slides. I keep it as it is. The sizes which are there, they are standard, so I don't need to change them at all. Once you select any of these, click on the title, you will see the size of the title is 44, and the points which we use for them, the size is 28. The sub points which come, their size will be 24. So as it goes down and down, it will automatically set the sizes for the presentations. But if you want, you can change it manually as well. Now, the first master slide which is there, anything which you put in here will be reflecting onto all these slides which are there. And specifically, we use this part of the slide for managing the simple stuff like I want to place a logo which should be visible on all slides. So I don't need to put manually onto all slides which I add into my presentation, so that I can use the slide master option, and in the master slide, I can just put the logo which is required. So what I do here is I just select the first slide, and then I go to insert, and then I'm going to select the pictures, and from my device I will choose a logo. So I have a logo here. I will insert that, and the logo is placed here, and I can just place it here on the corner. You can resize the logo if you want. You can just place it. So my logo is there. And if you look at now the other layouts, no, everywhere you will see that logo. Every slide you will see that logo. But if I click on any of this layout and try to select this logo, it won't get selected. Because if I want to do any changes on this, I then need to go to the master slide, and then I can select that logo. So that is one thing, a standard thing which I require at all slides, then I should use this option. So then there are a few more things as a standard which I require. One, I had put the standard fonts, that is done. Standard colors, that we have done. Then the logo which I required for all of these slides, that I have done. And one more thing which I require is a line at the bottom for my slides that I want to put. So that also I'll put. So I'll go to insert and illustrations, shapes. I'll choose a line and draw it here. Just creating a design for the slides. And we'll make this, we'll change the color of it, and we'll make it a little more thick. So as I put this line over here, it will be available, visible on all of these slides. That is what a standard layout, what I want to keep. Once I've done things onto my master slide, then I come to the next slide. So this is my title slide, which I want to edit and make it a little more creative. So let's put something in the background to make it more creative. So I'll click on the background, right click on the background and select format background. So on the right side, my format background options will come, and I want to add a picture to this. So I'll just click on picture and click on insert, and I'll select from stock images. So I select this, insert. I get this entire image which is there, and what I require is to make it a little transparent. You can do that, or if you don't do it transparent, then a few more things we can do is you can select this placeholder, and we can go to shape format, and I can select the shape fill, and I'm going to select it as a white color background. And what I'll do here is I'll make the transparency so a little bit of the background is visible, as well as I will do it for the subtitle. Select it, shape format, shape fill. I'll choose the color white and use the transparency option. So a little bit of that will be visible. So this is my first title slide, which I've created. Nothing much I'm doing here. And then I select the next one. This is my content slide. So I want to do a little bit of things here as well. So let's go to your insert and I choose shapes, and let's choose certain objects here. Let's select this rounded rectangle. I'm just going to put this here. Just randomly creating some design over here. I don't require the fill, so I'll make it no fill. I just require that outline, and I'll make this as a little thick one. Put it here, and once I do this, now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to duplicate this. So Control D to duplicate this. One more copy of it and place it. So as you will move this with the mouse cursor, you will see these dotted lines. So you can place them wherever you want. So once I've done this, I'll just select all of them together. So I'll press Shift key and click on the other shapes. And what I want to do here is I want to group them. So either you can press Control G on the keyboard. So it will be one shape. So whenever I want to move it anywhere, I can do that. Once done about this, what I will do next is I will just want to send this to back. So I'll use the send to back option. So my text box, which is there, it will be above this. And I'll also resize my text box. I'll resize my text box a little bit from here. And also this text box, what I have, I'm going to give a background to this. Maybe I can do this same as well. If I keep it the original size of the text box, what we can do is we can just give a fill to this. So we'll give a fill color to this, also to the other one. So let's change the color. Let's choose this color. That's fine. And I'll make this text as the white color. So text option, we'll make it as white. And the below one, I want to use that same color which I used. So I can click on this shape format, shape fill, and I can use the eyedropper and just click on here. So it will apply the same color which is there. And here we can put the text also which is available. Just select them and make it as white. So selecting the text fill and make it white. Once this is done, I can just come here and use the transparency option. So just select the outline which is here. Now on this right side, my logo is getting disturbed. So I can just use this as well. So it does not get disturbed, and I can extend this on this left side. Also at a place where if you require to manage the logo, if it should not be visible at some slides, you can also do one more thing is using the hide background graphic option. So that will get hidden for only that slide. The rest all slides will have. So I can extend this also, and I can use this, and we'll make this little transparent. So that's the design which is required. So that is the layout which I have. We'll go to the next one. This is one more type of title slide which we have. So let's add a background to this and insert, and we'll use stock image. Let's select. Let's select this one. Maybe, no, that's okay. Insert. So this is there, and I'll make this background. You can use the transparency option so that it looks a little better. And here the text which is there, I can just make it black. So text fill and make it black. So there are two different layouts what we have. Here, this is another layout. We'll just do something more here. So insert shapes. Let's select this shape. Okay, I also want this first one, what we had used here. So I can just select that, copy, Control C, copy, and come here and paste it. So that will be pasted here. Also, I'll right click on it and make it as send to back. So it goes behind that. And then we'll use this text box and we'll make it solid fill and use the color here. So both these placeholders which are there in this, you can add any image or table or chart, whichever is there, that you can do it. So I will just do here one thing. We'll just make this text as a white color text. Rest we'll keep it as it is. If you want, we can change it later on the slide as well. Now in this slide, one more thing we will want to do here is we just, yeah, that's fine. We'll not do much here. So once this is done, we can go on adding as many as designs we want. We can do it. So we just have 3 slides, 2 layouts we have, and 2 titles slides we have. So we can choose any one of them, whichever we want to use. Once you have created all these different designs with you, you can also work with the saving of themes. So once that is done, we can do that. We'll just hide this background. Okay. So now we go back and we'll go to your slide master. So in the slide master, you have the themes option. So when you click here, you have at the bottom the option called save current theme. So we click on save current theme. And you can give a name. So you can choose any location which you want. You can just select that location and just give the theme name. So I'll keep it theme 1 only. Once that is theme is saved, you close this master view. You will see that automatically that theme got applied to this place. So if I add a new slide, and from that I can choose my theme here, and you can see that theme is visible here. So you can go on adding as many slides as you want, but let's say the same theme you want to apply onto a new presentation. So let's add a new, open a new file, blank presentation. Whenever you open a blank presentation, you will see the standard white background what you have. but the theme which you have saved that you want to apply. So select the design tab, and in that you will click on this more option. Here the more option is there, and go to the browse theme, and you will go to the location where you have saved the theme. You will see theme there available, and click on apply. As you click on apply, you will see that theme which we have created that gets applied. And from this, as you go on adding these slides, you can just select the layout which you want. As you select the layout, it will get appeared. Like, let's say we wanted to add a chart here. I can just click on the chart section and select the chart and add it. So that chart will get added onto that location, that placeholder which is there. I can also click on, let's say I want to add an image. So I can use the stock image option and select the image and insert. So it will get added to my presentation altogether. So show chart which is there, I can use the format option, and I can change the design of it so that I can view it properly. So this is how we can use the theme option to apply it. So everyone try this. Once you have done this, you can put done in the chat box. Then we do the next step. Stock pictures is in your insert. When you go to insert, you will see pictures. In that, you will see stock images. Now, this is only option available to your subscription application, which is Office 365. If you are not able to see this option, you can also subscribe to Office 365 to get this. If not this option available, then you can go to online pictures. So you can go to online pictures and search for the pictures. You can select different options available here. From that, you can use it. So you can select and insert directly onto this as well. So if no stock options available, you can definitely use the insert online pictures. Everyone is getting this, how we had done the creation of theme and applying the theme. We'll hear whatever we have done. If you have any questions, you can ask. After this, we're going to do a very, very interesting thing. That's really, really interesting to work with. So what we'll do first is, let's close this file and we'll open one more file. I'll just close all this and I'll open up a new file, and I'm going to select one of the ready presentations which are there. We are going to look at the option which is called adding transitions. Now there are two things we have. One is transitions and animations. Both things are different. Transitions, when you apply, it applies to the entire slide. And animations, when you are doing it, you select a particular object onto the slide and apply animation to that object. So both things are different and both has a different effect altogether onto the slide what we do. So like if you don't want to animate each object on the slide and you want just something very unique effects to be given onto your presentation while you are changing the slides, then you can use the transitions. But the only thing is that when you apply transitions, it is going to increase your file size. So what we do here is, we have this presentation available here. On each slide, I'm going to add the transitions. So selecting the first slide, I go to transition tab. And in here, you will see there are different transitions available. There are categories given to this. It's like subtle, exciting, and dynamic content. So we'll see a few of them applying to our slides. So let's use the fade. It's a basic transition. So as you apply a transition to a slide, on the left side, the slide layout, what you will see below the slide number, a star will be coming. That means either there is a animation or a transition applied to the slide. So that star indicates the application of transition or an animation. So we selected this slide and applied the fade transition. Very simple to apply this. Then click on the next one. And then we select another, let's say split. You can see the preview also as I click on it. I select the next slide and let's choose random bars. Third one, let's choose another, let's say cover. The fourth one we choose, and let's choose shade drip. Next slide I choose, and let's choose peel off. The next slide. Shapes. So as I go on adding it, it will go on adding the transitions. Simple method which is go on adding the transitions. So we added to a few slides. Let's come here and see the slide show. So as I click, you will see the transition effects. I'm just clicking one by one and the effects are shown. So these are all transitions added. We'll add, there are few more slides. We'll just add the transitions to them as well. Also here, you have added the transition. And once you have added the transitions, you can also set the timing so that automatically if you want the slides to run, then we can do that as well. So what we do is we select the first slide, and then here on the right side in the transition ribbon, you see there are options available here. So duration of each change of the transition is 0.70 seconds. And here you have on mouse click. So till the time I don't click, the slide does not change. But if I want that the slide should change automatically, then I can set the timing over here. So what we do here is we unselect this on mouse click and we select on after option. And then I can just increase the timing here. So 3, 4, 5 seconds for each slide. So after every 5 seconds, my slide should change. So I've set that timing here. I can go on each slide and do that timing as well. But here on each slide, you have to put that timing, then only it will go and change. I go to each of them, unselect the mouse click after and make it as the number of seconds you want to display this slide. You have to do it all on all slides. Since I'm doing it in all slides by going one by one, because the transitions which I have applied all are different onto each of these slides. So that's why I'm going to each slide and just selecting the options and setting the time. So when I run my slideshow, on each slideshow, I don't need to click then. It will automatically change the slides for me once you have set the timings. So we are just setting the timings up for 4 seconds on each slide. So to unselect the on click mouse and select after and then set the timing to 4 seconds. So on all slides, what you have, you can set the timings. If there was only one transitions and only one effect, same effect you want to apply to all of them, you could have just chosen that and you can set the timings and you can just click on apply all. So that same transition effect and same time settings will be applied to all of them. But I have done different slide transitions. So I'm doing it on all slides one by one because I want to see each slide different transitions effects, and it looks more attractive when we have different transition effects. So just a little bit of more efforts to change the timings which we have. We'll just go on doing this. A few more, last slide we are now on, and just after, and we'll change this. So this is all done. We come back on the top, and once we have applied the time settings, yes, once you have set the time on the first slide, then you can just click on apply to all. It will apply the same transition effect and the same timing for all of them. But I did it manually for all slides because I have given different transition effects to different slides. So I wanted to do it separately. So that's why I've done all one slide one by one. So once that is done, I'll just click on slideshow. Now as I've started the slideshow, I'm not going to click after those number of seconds, 5 and 4, which I have given. It will automatically change. So I don't need to click at all. It will just go on changing the slides after the time is done. So whenever this option is used, these options are used by marketing people, like they are in the conference and they want to show something repeatedly on their screen, or there is still time to start the program or the conference or the meeting, and you want to display something on the screen and which should run continuously, then you can use the timing option here so that it will go. And we will also see one of the options when we come to the slideshow options, where my entire slides which I want to show continuously on repeat mode, then I can use the option which is called uh, loop in the slideshow. So as everything is over, it gets end of the slideshow, and then I can come back here. So here in the transitions, you have all the different options. Whichever effect you choose, you have the effect options for all of them. That means from left, right, what you want to do, that you can do as well. So here, these are all different options available, which I can utilize and do it. So here we have seen all these different transitions effects. And here you have the timings, you can set that, and you can also use the apply to all. And here you have the sound option, like as the transition apply, you can also apply the sound to each of them. So there are sounds available here, ready sounds available. You can select that, like applause. So it is applied. Once it is applied, I can just preview it. So it will just go on up applying those sounds. So you can do that as well if you require. If no sound is required, you can just click no sound and it will go away. On click of mouse, if you want, you can do on click of mouse as well. So these are certain slide transition options which can be utilized to work with the transition parts. Till here, if you have any questions related to the transitions or any previous topic, you can ask me. Animations we are going to do in the next session. That's also a long topic to work with. So animations we'll do in the next session. Few more options which we are going to look at now, and we'll also address the queries which we have done topics till now on that. So if you have any questions related to till now, whatever we have learned, you can ask on that. Few more things which we want to see here is that any presentation we create, we also can add notes to our presentation. So notes, there is a small button here at the bottom. Notes is written. You can click on that As you click on the notes, you will see at the bottom the notes panel come here. You can stretch it. You can about once you want to type the notes about it, so you can click inside this and you can write the notes for this. So for presentations we can write notes below each slide. So for presentation we can write notes below each slide, and you can go on writing as many points you want. And once you enter, you can also add the bullet points also if you require. So you can right click here and you can see all these options related to this text that can be added. And I also wanted to add bullet points, so just let's go to the home tab, and here we can click on the bullets so that bullet points will get added here. And I can go on adding the points, add points. You can just go on writing as many points you want to add. So these are all on each slide. You can go and you can see the notes option is there, and you can add notes. This would be very handy while you are presenting it. So you can do that. And the layout, what we see here on our slide, that's the normal layout which is there. Yes, I'll repeat the funnel chart also. And in the layouts part, we have the one more option which is there. So this is the normal layout. Then on the bottom, you have another button which is called the slide sorter view. So when you click on that, you will see all of your slides will be visible. All your slides will be visible at once. So if you want to rearrange your slides or you want to see all the slides at once, you can use the slide sorter option. Here at the bottom, you can see a small icon is there. The other view, you have the reading view. So it will be similar to your slideshow, but little change in the dimension is there. It is similar to your slideshow. So you can utilize that option as well. And if you want to come back, you can click on the normal view or button and it will come back to the normal. I'll just open that another file and show the funnel chart. So we have this data over here. We'll just select all these options and then we go to the insert option, charts and funnel. Select OK. And in this, we'll right click and paste. I need to select that data. Let's repeat this step. Select this, Control C to copy, insert, then charts, and select funnel. Click OK, and that Excel sheet will come. Right click on this and paste options, match destination formatting. So the data is added here. And then close this box. My funnel chart is ready. Simple steps to add the funnel chart. So whenever you are creating a chart in your PowerPoint or Excel or any other application, very much advised is that your data should be as small as possible in the summarized form. The reason behind that is that while you are putting the data onto the chart, your chart should look in a proper visual appeal so that you can read the chart properly and the values which are there, they are also clearly visible. So that's why the chart values which are there, they should be which values which are there that has to be smaller values. So I'll try to add that close sales value in this because I don't know something is there in my system issue. So as I click on this select data, it gets off. So let me try one more time. Okay, so I am not able to access that option because some technical issue on my system. But let's see, I'll try to solve it. So right now I'm not able to show that option of adding that closed sales which is there. But once we are through with that, problem is solved, then we can do that. I'll just share my screen. Okay. So few things which I want to show you is that chart related things which are there that we'll do it in the next session. And we have our session now directly on Monday. So we don't have on Saturday, Sunday the session. The next session will be directly on Monday. And we are going to see add more things. So just to refresh, we have seen transitions to add on the different charts. We have seen how to add timings with the transitions and automatically run these slides. We have seen different charts with us, all these different charts. We have seen column chart to create. We have seen combo chart, line and column together. We have seen the pie chart to create. We have seen waterfall. Here, little some things are left that we'll try and cover it in the next session. And we have the funnel chart, which we have created. And every chart what we have created, we have seen the formattings, how to format these charts using the format options, and all these different chart elements which are there, how you can work and format with them. So as you select any of the chart elements, you can right click on it and select format of that, and on the right side you will see the formatting options related to it, as well as in each of the expand options you can see more options related to each of them. These icons which are there here on the format side, that is the fill, that is related to colors of your fill and outline, and you have effects related to that. You have the size and property and alignment options. So as you select any part or the element in the chart, you will see the options are going to change here. As you go on selecting it, you will see these label options. Label options available here. Different options are there to work with the charts. So all these options which are available, go on exploring it, try each options, and you will know more and more about it. It's very simple to navigate through all these options. Once you select any parts in the chart, it on the right side, you will see more options. So any chart will have options related to it on the right side, that is format options. And at the top, you have chart designs. There also you will see formatting options as well as the format options for each of the charts which are there. So multiple options available. Some of the options are common at both the places on the ribbon as well as on the format pane, which is here on the right side. So easy to use all these options which are there. So I hope you all have learned a lot of things here on this session, and you're going to practice all this so that you can improve your skills on all these options what you have learned. So if you have any other questions from the previous sessions, you can ask. We have also learned about how to create themes and save themes and apply themes. That also we have done. We have also seen how to add videos, how to add the YouTube link to see. We have seen how to add the sound, how to trim videos. We have seen that as well. Many options we have seen today. So all these will help you to improve the presentation and make it more creative and entertaining for your audience. Also, people had asked questions about the stock images which are in the insert. So when you go to the insert, you will see pictures, and here you have this device which is on your system, and you have stock images which are there on the server or the website of the Microsoft, which is available to people who are having Office 365 subscription. For them, these stock images available. Same way, if you don't have stock images, you can use the online pictures, and online pictures you can download it. It goes to the Bing search and it allows you to use these options. So this is how you can work with these different options available. Yes, people, any questions related to the topics what we have done today, you can ask. We also seen how to add notes. So at the bottom, you have this button that helps you to add notes. You can also push this, and then you can go on typing the notes at the bottom, And we also seen the slide sorter view, which allows you to see all the slide at once. So you can see the slide sorter view. You can see all the slide at all together. So if you want to manage them, you can do that. Like if you want to, change the arrangement also, you can just drag and drop these slides from here and there. Very easily, you can rearrange these slides by using the slide sorter. How to apply graph in world? World meaning you are saying location wise, or you are saying that you want to apply the charts or graphs in Microsoft Word. Are you telling that? Darshan, you are asking about applying graphs in Word. What does it mean? So here, if you are, what I understand from this, like if you want to add a chart which is related to maps, so then the data what you have that has to be related to those locations. So in this subscription version, you have the charts which are this one, that is map chart. So in the map chart, when you want to work with it, you need a data for that. So you will see this. I have standard data which is available here. You should have the names of these places which are there. So that has there. We'll just close this. And when you are creating this map chart, it is connected to the internet. Then only this chart works. Otherwise, it don't work. So you can see that the world map chart is there. All these patches, what you see, they are having these values. So these are all the different options which are available. So you can also format it. You have automatic map areas, map labels which are there. If you want, you can best fit only you can keep. It will show that labels the names of that countries which are there that will be visible. So it's a map chart you can use, but the names which are there, that has to be correct. If it is a correct name which is available on that Bing search maps, Bing maps, which we call it as, then only it will be visible. Otherwise, these would not be working. The map chart is connected to the Bing maps, like how we have Google Maps, same way you have the Bing maps. So you can see that the names which are visible, if they are the exact names, then only it is seen there. So this also we can use it. Any other questions anyone has, you can ask. You can also check this recording. I believe it's on the system. I think the team can help you on that, how to access the recording. Okay, so we have done all these options. keep practicing all these options what we have seen. And now we are going to meet up on Monday, same time, and we'll be working on more options and we'll see how we can enhance our presentation skills by using PowerPoint. So we close the session for today. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining in. And thank you, team, for all your support. And have a nice weekend, all of you. And keep practicing all what you have learned. And happy learning to all of you. Thank you so much.